to the end zone. Touchdown!
Hello everyone and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where tonight the North Quincy Raiders will play host to the Plymouth North Eagles in the final game before Thanksgiving Day. My name is Jonathan Caleri, and thanks for tuning into this edition of QA TV Sports. As I mentioned, this is the final game before Thanksgiving Day when the Raiders will play host this year to the Quincy Presidents. This is a non-playoff matchup as both teams down on the field lost their respective playoff games last week. We'll talk about that more in just 1 second. We'll go down to the field for the coin toss.
Okay, same over here. First of all, congratulations making the playoffs last week, both teams. Very proud of you both, okay? I have a coin, head, tail. When it's up in the air, you call it, okay? It's up there. He calls a head. It's a tail.
You want the ball.
Okay. North Quincy won, they're going to receive. Gentlemen, which way would you like to click?
We want to kick going that way.
Okay, go that way. North Quincy's going to receive. Gentlemen, shake hands again. Let's have a great game.
All right, so North Quincy has won the toss and elected to receive and defend the south end zone. Defending the south end zone, and Plymouth North will be defending the north end zone and kicking away to start the game. So as I mentioned, North Quincy and Plymouth North both were in the Division II playoffs last week, and both unfortunately came out on the losing end. Plymouth North was the number 9 seed. They were at Wellesley. They lost a tough game, losing 27-21 in overtime to Wellesley. North Quincy went to Winchester, and unfortunately they went on against an undefeated Winchester team and lost that game 42-6. And we'll talk more about that in just 1 second as we pause for our national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red burn, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Before the kickoff, special shout out to Plymouth North staffers Kyle Plant, Mark Randall, and Billy Reardon.
Second string, make sure you stay there, coach.
All right, Plymouth North goes with an onside kick attempt, and it's fielded by North Quincy at the 46-yard line. And coming back with a return there is Noah Nguyen. And Nguyen still on his feet. Nice job here by Nguyen, and he's going to get up to the Plymouth North 46. Nice return there by Noah Nguyen, the freshman for the Raiders.
Dragged down at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. 1st and 10, Raiders.
Out of board. Set the ball.
The quarterback for the Raiders, number 12, Cole Doyle.
All right, Cole Doyle will be the quarterback for the Raiders tonight. Handoff on the first play goes to Brady Craig, number 44. And gain of 1 on the play.
Brady Craig on the carry. Pickup of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
And there's a player down
We
for
got
the
a player
Raiders.
shaken up.
Looks like it's Mason Ayer, the sophomore for the Raiders, down on the field. Trainer out there real quick.
That's number 72, Mason Ayer. Let's hope he's okay.
Our Doyle pass is complete at the 40-yard line.
Complete.
That's Tim Tolan on the catch, and he's
To
going to be
number
right
5,
close to the
that's
first
Tim
down
Tolan.
marker. You see
Across
here in the
40 to
replay,
the 38.
nice job by Tolan. Was able to
Goes
hold
the
on to the ball,
line to gain.
bobbled it a
That'll
little
bring up
bit.
3rd and 3 for the Raiders.
Ball 3rd down and 1 for North Quincy. Handoff goes to Gavin Brown, and
Number 7.
we'll see where they spot
Gavin
the forward
Brown on the
progress.
carry.
And it looks like he's going to be just shy of the first down. We'll see. It goes right shy of the 37, and it will be. It's going to be 4th down for North Quincy,
to
as you
the
see
line
here on the
again.
replay. And nice tackle there by Plymouth North
There'll be officials
to
timeout
prevent
for
Brown to
measurement.
come up with the first down. Looks like they might bring out the chains to measure here. All right, they are going to bring up the chains to do the measurement. And he's going to be about a half yard shy of the first down.
Short by a foot. That'll bring up 4th and inches for the Raiders.
All right, so North lining up for it. Again, 4th and inches for the Raiders. Doyle under center, keeps himself, gets a nice push from the offensive line, only a first down for North Quincy as Doyle gets up to the 36. So nice conversion there for the Raiders. 1st and 10, again from the Plymouth North 36-yard line. Brown goes right up the middle, and he's going to get to the 30-yard line before he gets brought down.
Number 7, Gavin Brown on the carry.
Nice tackle there by a couple of Eagles. See on replay, nice hole there by the offensive line.
Forward progress
Joe
to the
Lusko comes up to make the
31-yard
tackle
line. That's a
for
pickup
the
of
Eagles.
5. 2nd and 5.
As you're going to say, he's down at the 31-yard line. Bring him down 2nd down and 5. Man in motion, they give it to him. That's Ronan Brown over to the left side, and he'll be right at the 1st down marker.
Number 24, Ronan Brown on the carry. Close to the line to gain.
See Brady Craig out in front of Brown to offer a block. And they're going to say is not a 1st down at to the 27-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for North. Doyle again lined up under center. Gives it to Ronan Brown, and great job there by Brown on the offensive line. Gets the big hole, and he's up to the 20-yard line. 1st down for North Quincy.
Number 24, Ronan Brown. Result of that play is a Raider 1st down. Ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Liam Joyce comes in on the tackle for the Eagles. Nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 from the 20 for North Quincy. Pitch over to Brown, over to the right side, puts his shoulder down, runs over a player. Great job there. Jack Tobin was trying to get in to make the tackle. He does, but Gavin Brown still got an extra couple of yards, as you see here on the replay. As Brown does a nice job rolling over Tobin. Tobin brings him down, but Brown with a nice pickup there on 1st down.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Raiders.
Brown again over to the left side this time for North Quincy.
Number 7, Gavin Brown again on the carry.
Joe Daniels, the sophomore for the Eagles, in there on the tackle. Up to the 11-yard line goes Brown.
3rd and inches for the Raiders.
Brings up 3rd and 1 now for North Quincy. Doyle trying to get Plymouth North to jump off sides with a couple of hard counts. Keeps it himself, and he'll have the 1st down for North Quincy. Nice job by Doyle, runs over to the right side.
Across the 10.
And they're going to mark him down at the 9-yard line.
Raider, 1st down. 1st and goal to go, just inside the 10-yard line.
See here on the replay with Doyle trying to get the hard count a couple different times. Finally decides to run to the right. Ethan Zhu, the right guard there, he fell behind and picks up the 1st down. Gavin Brown pitched to the left side. Oh, great tackle there coming in for Plymouth North, number 15, Jack Tobin. And he's slow to get up there.
For a loss. There is a player shaken up for the Eagles.
You see here Tobin coming in, and I'm not sure what happened there as he came in. Looks like his shoulder might have come in and hit the leg of Gavin Brown. And officials and the trainers are out there on the field looking at Tobin. Doyle is going to get sacked and brought down. Anthony McLean, the junior for the Eagles, comes in and brings down Doyle. It's going to be a big loss all the way back to the 25-yard line. See here on the replay as Doyle was trying to roll out, but McLean does a nice job of reading that play and brings him down. So it's now 3rd and goal for North Quincy, all the way back at the 25-yard line. Doyle looking to pass. Fire into the end zone, and an incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Was looking for Ronan Brown, number 24.
Intended for 24, Ronan Brown.
All right, so it's 4th and goal now for North Quincy.
Bring up 4th and goal to
Get
go
back at
from
their own
the
25-yard line. 4 receivers set for the Raiders. Doyle looking into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Was trying to find John DeCow.
Pass intended for number 10, John Kanaku. Incomplete.
So it goes incomplete, and it will be
Over on downs.
it'll be
Ball
Plymouth
placed
North
at
ball.
the 25-yard line of the Eagles. 1st
You
and
can see
10.
here in the replays, DeCow
Plymouth
was
North.
trying to get into the end zone there, but nice defensive effort by Plymouth North. So that was Logan Perry who knocked the ball down as well. So North had the opportunity again, had 1st and goal, but cannot convert. And Plymouth North will now take over. All right, Eagles come out. Jake Tersher, that's quarterback. First play, looking downfield, has a man, and it's complete to number 7, Liam Joyce, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. First play for scrimmage from the Eagles. A 75-yard touchdown pass. Jake Tersher, again, drops back and fires a great pass right down the field to hit Joyce for the touchdown.
4:34 remaining in the first period. The Eagles are on the board. Number 8, Trey Thatcher will attempt the one-point conversion.
All right, Trey Thatcher comes in for the extra point attempt. It's up and it is good.
And the kick is good.
So the Eagles make the Raiders pay immediately again on that first play from scrimmage. A 75-yard touchdown pass, and Plymouth North is up quickly now 7-0.
Kicking off for the Eagles, number 8, Trey Thatcher. Deep to receive for the Raiders, number 7, Gavin Brown. Number 24, Ronan Brown.
All right, Brown takes the kickoff for North Quincy at the 24-yard line, and he'll bring it across up to the 32.
On the kickoff. past the 30-yard line to the 32. The Raiders will go back on offense, 1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10 for North Quincy at the 32-yard line. Doyle looking, and he can't go anywhere. He's going to get brought down. Nice job there. Mikey White, number 4 for Plymouth North, comes up to make the hit. Also over there was number 65, Oliver Inconian.
2nd and 10.
So no gain there by Doyle. 2nd and 10. And handoff goes to number 44, Brady Craig, but he's going to get brought down there by Mikey White again. White in on the last 2 plays for the Eagles.
Number 24, Roland Brown on the carry. Oh, correction, that's number 44, Brady Craig. Pickup of 1. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
1 yard gain on the play for North Quincy. Brings up 3rd and long now for North. Doyle looking to pass, has a man open. It's complete to Tim Tolan at the 50-yard line, and does a nice job holding on to it. He got hit by 2 Plymouth North players, and Tolan does a great job of holding on to that ball on the 1st down for North Quincy. See here on the replay there, as Tolan caught the ball, he got hit immediately by Andrew Tull and Liam Joyce, but does a nice job again holding on to it. Ball at midfield, 1st and 10. Brown with a carry here, go right up the middle, has some space, trying to beat 2 men at the 10-5. Touchdown, North Quincy! Gavin Brown, a great job there. Great opening there by the offensive line, and Brown took advantage of it and explodes through for a 50-yard touchdown run, as we'll see here on the replay. Right up the middle there, Brown had a small hole, went through it, and is put on the Jets as he breaks through and goes in for the touchdown. So North Quincy comes back with a big play of their own, 50-yard touchdown, and they will now come out for the extra point attempt.
Number 2,
Alvin Nicola.
1-point conversion. Number 12, Cole Doyle to hold.
A good snap, good kick. Oh, excuse me, no, it's over to the left,
good.
wide to the left. So North Quincy can't convert on the extra points, and at 2:23 left to go here in the first quarter, Plymouth North leads 7-6.
North Quincy Raiders 6.
And you can see there on the replay as it just goes a little too far to the left there for Nicola. And teams will come back downfield. Again, 1-point lead for the Eagles.
Number 13, Connor Lynch, set to kick off for the Raiders.
Heads up down there. Run it, heads up, run it.
Deep to receive is number 2, Gio Lynch-Ribeiro.
Ground ball kick goes off a Plymouth North player, and they're going to jump on it. Ball's still loose, it looks like. Ball's at the 34-yard line. Still no signal, and it looks like Plymouth North has recovered. Trey Thatcher came up with the ball for the
It
Eagles.
is recovered by the Eagles. 1st and 10. From their own 34
You see here on the replay, tough to feel the ground balls there as it goes all around. And just at the last second, Thatcher puts his hand around it and covers it. All right, pass again down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. North Quincy just comes up at the last second to knock that ball away. Jalen Williams and Ronan Brown in there for North Quincy to knock it away. Another nice pass here by Turchinets, and again, just at the last second, Brown gets his hand in there to knock the ball away from Liam Joyce.
Pass was intended for number 7, Liam Joyce.
All right, Gio Lynch Ribeiro will get the handoff for the Eagles over to the right side. He's going to get to about the 39-yard line.
Gio Lynch Ribeiro to the 40. Ball spotted to the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
Third down, about 5 now for the Eagles. Handoff off of Ribeiro again, and nice job by North Quincy. Andy Lowe, number 88, coming in there to meet him and bring him down. We'll see where they spot the forward progress. They're going to give him the 40-yard line. It's a gain of only 1.
No gain on the play.
You see in the replay, nice job there by Lowe to hold him up
4th and 5 for
and
the
allows
Eagles.
the rest of the Raider defense to come up and bring him down. All right, 4th and about 4 now for the Eagles. Need to get to their own 44-yard line to pick up the first down. Man in motion. Pass over to the sideline is complete. Great job there by Logan Perry to keep his feet in bounds. And it'll be a first down for the Eagles.
Number 5, Logan Perry.
See here in the replay, right over by the sideline, is able to drag that foot
47-yard line of Plymouth North.
at the 47-yard line.
An Eagle first down.
And they can't get the play off before the quarter ends. So at the end of the first quarter play here at Veterans Memorial Stadium,
Score is
Plymouth North 7 and
Eagles
North Quincy
7.
6.
North Quincy Raiders 6.
I'll remind all of our viewers you can log onto our website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. So again, qatv.org. I mentioned this is the last game before Thanksgiving Day. Hope you tune in to QATV's coverage of the Quincy versus North Quincy Thanksgiving Day game at 8:30 a.m. We'll have our Thanksgiving Game Day pregame show, and again, that'll be at 8:30 a.m. kicking things off. And at 10 a.m. will be kickoff here between the Presidents and the Raiders. Mentioned both these teams losing last week in the first round of Division II playoffs. We were here last week where Quincy hosted Chelmsford, and it was a tough loss for the Presidents, losing that game 18-13. Chelmsford moved on and playing Bishop Feehan at Bishop Feehan. That game going on right now. Pass is incomplete over to number 7, Liam Joyce was the intended receiver.
7, Liam Joyce. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Sorry, no, I'm being a little much today.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles. Pitch over to the left side. Ribeiro with a carry, and he'll get up to the 49-yard line
By number 2, Gio
for the
Ribeiro.
Eagles.
To the 49. Pickup of 1. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles.
Spencer Knight coming in there on the tackle for North Quincy. All right, 3rd and long now for the Eagles. 3rd down and 8. And being pressured and trying to get out of harm's way, but cannot. Great job there. Number 14 for North Quincy, Mo Alzabadi, comes up there to make the sack.
Quarterback Jake Turkinets is sacked for a loss.
And Plymouth North will be forced to punt as they go all the way back now to their 41-yard line. As you see here in the replay, Alzabadi made sure he held on and brought him down.
Back to the 41. That will bring up 4th down. 4th and 16. Number 7, Liam Joyce back to punt for the Eagles. Deep to receive, number 24, Ronan Brown.
All right, Ronan Brown and Tim Toland back to kick. It's a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds at the North Quincy 37-yard line.
Covered by number 11, Lincoln Smith for the Eagles. And the Raiders will go back on offense.
Cole Doyle in the shotgun for North Quincy. Hands up, ball comes loose, and Plymouth North has it.
Fumble.
Ball came loose. Gavin Brown got hit as he was jumping over a tackler, and it went right out of his hands, and Plymouth North is going to take the ball over at the North Quincy 42.
North.
You can see right there, ball comes out of his hands and right into the hands of Jack Tobin at the right place at the right time. All right, so nice starting position here for Plymouth North, again at the North Quincy 42-yard line. 10:19 to go here in the second quarter. North Quincy showing blitz, handoff. And they're going to have to about the 35-yard line. There's Lynch Ribeiro.
35.
And again, he's going to get up to the North Quincy 35-yard line.
Pickup of 7. 2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
Second down and 3. Ribeiro on the carry over to the left side, and he can't go anywhere. He was caught from behind by Marcus Smith, the sophomore for the Raiders. Nice job there by number 78, Marcus Smith, on the center of your screen to come up with that play. See here in the replay, he was able to swim past the defender, the offensive player, and he comes up to make the play.
Loss of 1. That'll be 3rd and 4 for the Eagles.
Third down now. Christian's back to pass. Ball comes off his hands weirdly, and it's going to be almost intercepted by North Quincy. Eric DeLima couldn't hold on to it. Pass was intended for Joyce down at the goal line.
Almost intercepted by Eric DeLima. That'll bring up 4th down.
And you see here in the replay, as DeLima had a good angle on it, but just couldn't hold on as he got hit by Joyce at the same time. So 4th down and 4 now for the Eagles. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to pass down the middle of the field, has a man, and it's caught, and touchdown, Plymouth North. Lynch Ribeiro with the catch was able to get past his man,
Touchdown Eagles.
and goes in for the touchdown. You'll see here on the replay, he was lined up in the slot, and just able to get past his man and in for the touchdown.
With 8:16 remaining in the half, Eagles are on the board again. Number 8, Trey Thatcher, will attempt the 1-point conversion. Number 15, Jack Tobin to hold.
All right, kick is up, and it is good.
The kick is good.
So Plymouth North comes down and puts another touchdown on the board with another play, and they'll now take a 14-6 lead over North Quincy with 8:16 left to go in the second quarter.
Number 8, Trey Thatcher will kick off for the Eagles. Deep to receive, number 7, Gavin Brown, and number 24, Ronan Brown.
See a player running on the field and off the field for Plymouth North. He gets off. All right, Thatcher kicks it, and North Quincy bobbles it. He picks it back up. That is Gavin Brown. And Brown will get across the 35 to the 36-yard line. See on the replay as Brown couldn't hold on to it, picked it up pretty quickly at the 26-yard line, and again fights his way forward for about a 10-yard gain.
1st and 10, Raiders.
All right, Doyle in the shotgun. Pitches it over to Gavin Brown, and Brown cannot go anywhere as there are 1, 2, 3 Plymouth North defenders right over there to bring him down immediately. It looked like Mikey White was leading the way for the Eagles. Joe Daniels also over there, number 67, the sophomore for Plymouth North.
A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
Two-yard loss on the play for North Quincy. 2nd down and 12. Doyle looking. Ball comes down the field and is incomplete. Was looking for Ryan Sampson. The ball over his head.
6, Ryan Sampson. Third and 12 for the Raiders.
Third down and 12. Doyle's pass is incomplete. No, it goes up into the air. It's picked off by Plymouth North. Sean Bergstrom, the senior, picks off the ball, and he'll get over to the 30-yard line. And as you see here on the replay, went off of North Quincy. It went off of Ryan Sampson, and Bergstrom's able to pick it off. And DeLima finally brings him down.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the North Quincy 31-yard line.
The officials are swapping out a ball, and some confusion down the field there. Turcinet's in the shotgun for the Eagles. And in motion, they're going to give it to him. That's Liam Joyce. Joyce is going to pass it down the field, has a man down the field, and is almost intercepted by North Quincy. Tim Tolan got over there quickly, but couldn't hold on to it. Logan Perry was the intended receiver down the field.
Intended for number 5, Logan Perry.
And you can see great recovery there by Toland, but just couldn't hold on to it. So pass goes incomplete. 2nd down for the Eagles.
10 for the Eagles.
Ribeiro with the carry over to the side, flag thrown. He's going to throw it downfield, and there is no one there. Again, flag thrown on the play.
Pass by Gio Lynch. Ribeiro goes incomplete. There are penalty markers.
Flag was thrown at the 36-yard line.
Intentional grounding, that's a loss of 5 yards and a loss of down. Second foul was a hold. Coach will opt for the first one. Okay.
All right, so 2 fouls in the play, intentional grounding and a holding, and North Quincy opted for the intentional grounding.
Loss of 5 yards and a loss of down. So we'll be third down. Here we go.
5-yard penalty plus loss of down. They'll make 3rd and 20 for the Eagles.
All right, so ball goes back now to the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 20, make it 21 for Plymouth North. And Plymouth North's going to have to call a timeout as they didn't have enough men on the field. So 6:55 to go here in the second quarter, and again, timeout down on the field. This is the 3rd year in a row that Plymouth North has come up to North Quincy on week 10 of the season back in 2023. North Quincy was able to win 42-21, and last year it was a memorable game as Plymouth North won 57-49 in 6 overtimes. And the most memorable part of that game wasn't the 6 overtimes, it was the lights going out in the middle of the 3rd overtime, or 2nd overtime actually, I believe it was. And we had to wait a little while for the lights to come back on and continue the game, but it was certainly a memorable game between those two teams. So the rubber match here for the Week 10 game between these two teams. Again, final game for both teams as they get ready for Thanksgiving. North Quincy will be the home team this year against the Presidents. A 3rd down for the Eagles. And nice job there by North Quincy as Tershonetz got pressured, ran up into the middle of the pocket, as you see here in the replay, and ends up getting brought down. Gets up to the 39-yard line. Brady Craig in on the tackle for North Quincy.
4th and 19.
So brings up 4th and long now for Plymouth North. And they almost just do get it away. North Quincy came in there with a nice effort to try to block that. Eric DeLima almost got a hand on it, but they get the ball away, and you see here on the replays, DeLima coming in, almost got a hand in on that ball.
It'll be Raider 1st down on their 16-yard
So
line.
spot the ball at the 16-yard line, and that's when North will start the drive. Doyle hands it off up the middle. Gavin Brown breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, moving forward. Nice run there by Gavin Brown. He'll get up to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for North Quincy.
After that play is a Raider 1st down.
Spot the ball at the 30-yard line. Doyle fakes it and passes it off to Tim Tolan, and Tolan catches it and is immediately met by a horde there of Eagles. Be about a 3-yard gain.
They'll place it at the 34. Pick up of 4 yards, 2nd and 6 for the
So a
Raiders.
4-yard gain for North Quincy brings up 2nd down and 6. Gavin Brown on the carry here for North Quincy, and does a nice job there of spinning away from a tackle and getting a couple yards more on the play. Spot him down at the 38-yard line.
Ball carried by number 7, Gavin Brown, to the 38. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Raiders.
So 3rd down and 2 now for North Quincy. Doyle going under center. And ball came loose, and he was able to grab it, and Doyle jives forward for the 1st down. We'll see if they give it, and it looks like they are. It's going to be a 1st down for North Quincy, as Doyle did a great job of holding onto that ball and then was hit behind the line of scrimmage. And as you see here, he's going to spin and then dive for the 1st down, using his length there and picking up the 2 yards. So North catches a little bit of a break there, and they pick up the 1st down. Doyle thought about passing, brings it back down, rolling out, and it is incomplete. Was looking for number 24, Ronan Brown, but just couldn't get it to him.
24, Ronan Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brown goes in motion. Give it to Ronan Brown over to the right side. Flag thrown on the play.
Number 7, Gavin Brown on the carry.
Gavin Brown got up to about the
There
42,
is
but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Holding against the Raiders. 10-yard spot foul. That'll place the ball back on the 30-yard line of North Quincy. 2nd and 20 for the Raiders.
So big 10-yard penalty there against North Quincy. It'll bring 2nd down and 20 now, 3.5 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Boy looking to pass, being pressured out. Pass is almost intercepted by the Eagles. So it was number 5 over there, Logan Perry.
Complete, intended for number 3,
Eric DeLima, the intended receiver.
There is a penalty marker.
And there's a flag down on the play.
Have a hold here.
Holding against the Eagles.
Hold against Plymouth. A 10-yard penalty should be a 1st down. No, okay. Okay.
All right, so 10-yard penalty against Plymouth North.
It's a 10-yard penalty. That will bring the ball all the way back to the 40. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
pass goes incomplete, and a late flag is thrown.
Pass intended for number 5, Tim Tolan. There is a penalty marker.
And you see in the replay, it looks like they're going to call a helmet to helmet. Officials huddling up there.
Personal foul here, 15-yard penalty.
So the personal foul against the Eagles will be a 15-yard penalty and result in a first down for the Raiders. So that's going to move it all the way up now to the Plymouth North 45-yard line, and again, it'll be a first down for North Quincy. Doyle backs off and comes back up in the shotgun. Looking to pass, and he throws it just as he was getting sacked. Tim Tolan was down over in the area, so we'll go incomplete as Doyle just did get the ball away. .246 to go now here in the second quarter. Brady Craig on the run, and nice job there by Plymouth North to trip him up. Looked like he might have had a big play.
The 38-yard line.
And you see Brady Craig there, and nice tackle by number 65, Oliver Enochian, for the Eagles. Spot the ball down at the 42. Pass gets tipped up in the air, and it is actually caught there by Tim Tolan. And Eagles try to strip the ball away. Tolan holds on to it, and ultimately it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. May make it 2 back to the 44. As you can see, the ball got tipped up in the air by Mikey White. And Tim Tolan was able to come over. And finally Sean Bergstrom holds him up and brings him down. So 2-yard loss on the play for North Quincy brings up 4th down and 9. North Quincy running down the clock here. Looks like they're going to call a timeout. Less than 10 seconds to go. And head coach Ryan Craig calls time. 1:08 left to go here in the quarter.
Timeout Raiders. So it's going to be 4th down and 9
as the Raiders come back out onto the field. Our Raiders line up here to kick it away. And they're a man shy as they just get the 11th man on the field. And short kick here by Cole Doyle. And it's going to take a North Quincy bounce at the 20, and we'll get all the way down to about the 14-yard line. And we're going to have a flag thrown on the play. Looks like this might be against Plymouth North.
There is a late penalty marker.
So the ball's down at the 14-yard line.
Ball, personal foul against Plymouth. Half the distance to the goal line.
All right, so we have the distance to the goal for the penalty, so put it back to the 7-yard line for Plymouth North.
Penalty will put the ball all the way back on the 7-yard line of Plymouth North. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Jake Terschnitz lines up in the shotgun for the Eagles, senior quarterback. Ribeiro on the carry, across the 10-yard line up to 15 to 20, puts a shoulder down, pick up some more yardage. And nice job here by Plymouth North for the first down. They're going to spot him down at the 23.
Out to the 24.
And spot him at the 24-yard line.
To that play is an Eagle first down.
North looking to pass, nothing downfield. Terschnitz's going to keep it himself. And he's able to get away from one tackle and finally get brought down at the 34-yard line.
Jake Turkinex calls his own number. Out to the 33.
And they're going to spot him just shy of the first down marker. 34 seconds to go now here in the half.
It's a pickup of 9, 2nd and 1. Timeout, Eagles.
Plymouth North stops the clock again, 34 seconds to go.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're
Krishnetz running down the field. Pass is complete at the 45-yard line, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be a first down for the Eagles, and they spot him down at the 48.
Is an Eagles first down. Ball will be placed at the 48-yard line of Plymouth North.
Trying to be Timmy Kaufman. Oh, goodness. Definitely call him. Really bad.
Pass was complete to Jack Tobin, gets out of bounds. Pass again to Tobin, spins away from one tackler, and has another first down up to the North Quincy 40-yard line. And North Quincy saying they have the ball, but no signal yet. Looks like it's going to be Plymouth North ball still.
Result of that play is an Eagles first down. Ball spot at the 41-yard line of North Quincy.
10 seconds to go. Plymouth North gets the snap off. Looking, and Krishnetz is going to run out of bounds. 2 seconds to go as he runs out of bounds. They spot him out at the 35-yard line.
Pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
So final play here for Plymouth North in the end of the second quarter. The Eagles come with trips receivers to the right. Krishnetz throws it downfield into the end zone, and it is picked off by North Quincy. And Ronan Brown does a nice job, just slides down to end the half. So North Quincy's defense is able to hold there on the Hail Mary attempt. And at the end of the first half here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Plymouth North with an 8-point lead, 14-6 over North Quincy. You'll see here the replay real quick of the last pass here. And as he throws it downfield, and again, Brown does a nice job picking the ball off and then just slides down to make sure that nothing else happens. So plays up in front of him as he wasn't going to run it back for the 6 points, so he slides down. Smart play there by Ronan Brown. So again, halftime here at the stadium. Plymouth North 14, North Quincy 6. We'll take a timeout and back with second half coverage in just one moment. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're at the half. The Plymouth North Eagles lead the North Quincy Raiders by a score of 14-6. Real quick, we'll run down some stats. First, for the visiting Eagles, quarterback Jake Krishnetz, 5 of 10 passing for 144 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Gio Lynch-Ribeiro has 6 carries for 31 yards, and Krishnetz has 3 carries for 18 yards as well. Receiving, Liam Wells has 2 catches for 26 yards. Liam Joyce has 1 catch for 75 yards and a touchdown. And Lynch-Ribeiro, 1 catch for 36 yards and a touchdown as well. For North Quincy, Cole Doyle, 4 of 10 passing for 25 yards. Gavin Brown, 8 rushes for 82 yards and a touchdown. Ronan Brown has 2 carries for 11 yards. Tim Tolan, 4 catches for 25 yards through the air for the Raiders. All right, North Quincy won the opening coin toss, and they elected to receive, so they'll be kicking away to the Eagles for the second half here. Connor Lynch will get ready to kick it away.
Deep to receive for the Eagles, number 15, Jack Tobin, and number 2, Gio Lynch Ribeiro.
All right, Lynch with a ground ball kick up to the 25-yard line and has some space, but closed quickly there
Taken by number 15, Jack Tobin.
as Jack Tobin will return it up to about the 45-yard line.
Ball will be officially spotted at the 43-yard line of Plymouth North. First down and 10, Eagles.
Dershowitz rolling out of the pocket, still has the ball, and he's going to throw that out of bounds.
And Turgenex throws the ball away. Number 7, Liam Joyce was in the area. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
There was a receiver just close enough in the area. All right, so Lynch Ribeiro and catches, spins away from a couple tackles, but can't get away from the third. Nice job there by the Raiders to bring him down. There'll be no gain on the play.
Number 77, Brevin Lyons. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
All right, 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. Dershowitz throwing downfield, looking for Lynch Ribeiro, and it is incomplete. Ribeiro couldn't hold on to it. So North catches a break there. Will bring up 4th down for the Eagles. You can see here, pass downfield, and Lynch Ribeiro just couldn't hold on to it.
4th and 10.
All right, so punt team comes out now for Plymouth North. Tim Toland and Ronan Brown back deep to get the kick. Line drive kick, and North Quincy's going to elect to let it bounce. And takes a friendly roll here for the Eagles and down to the 10-yard line.
The ball rolls all the way to the 10-yard line of North Quincy. 1st and 10, Raiders.
So the Raiders will be back up deep in their own territory again at the 10-yard line. Doyle looking downfield, and it is Eric DeLima comes up with a great catch there over the receiver. 2 flags thrown on the play as well at the 40-yard line. See here on the replay as DeLima jumps up over the defensive back there.
So that play is a first.
Had to come back for the ball.
Penalty marker. We'll see what the penalty is.
And again, the flag's thrown at the 41-yard line.
Have a face mask against Plymouth. 15-yard penalty. First down.
All right, so actually 15 yards there for North Quincy, tacked on to the end of the run, to the end of the catch.
Additional yards from the spot of the foul. Gonna put the ball at the 44-yard line.
So it's going to go all the way up now to the Plymouth North 44-yard line.
Raiders.
And Tim Tolan with the carry gets away from one defender, gets up to now to the 41-yard line. Nice effort there by Tolan. And as you see here in the replay,
Ball carried
gets away from one and another player right there.
to the 41.
So Tolan looked like it might have been a loss for a few yards in the play, and was able to pick up 3 yards instead.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders.
Doyle looking to pass, looking. And Doyle throws it over to Brown, and we'll see if they say it's a catch. And no, it goes incomplete.
Pass incomplete. 10 for number 24, Ronan Brown.
As you can see here, Doyle rolling out of the pocket.
3rd and 7
And
for
at
the
the last
Raiders.
second, throws it over to Brown, and Brown was out of bounds. So we're going 3rd down now for the Raiders. The handoff goes to number 7, Gavin Brown. Nice run there by Brown, and should have enough for the first down, and he does. Gets up to the 31-yard line. You see here on the replay,
All the way to the 31-yard
Brown's able to get outside and pick up the first down for the Raiders.
He's a Raider. First down.
Doyle looking down into the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Was looking for DeLima, and Gio Lynch-Ribeiro was over there on the coverage for the Eagles. You see here on the replay,
Number 3,
ball was just a little underthrown, and Lynch-Ribeiro almost had a chance to intercept it. Second down and 10 now for North Quincy. Gavin Brown with the carry over to the right side, trying to get outside, gets across the 30,
number 7.
and we'll see they spot him out of bounds.
And around the 26-yard line.
See here in the replay as Brown trying to get outside there, avoids the tackle of Jack Tobin, and again he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Actually going to say at the 29, make it.
They're going to place it at the 29-yard line. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders.
Third down and 8 now for the Raiders. And if up the middle to Gavin Brown, trying to fight his way forward there, but runs into a pile of Plymouth North defenders. gets a gain of maybe 2 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down now for North Quincy.
Ball carried by number 7, Gavin Brown for the Raiders. Pickup of 1.
So make it a gain of 1 on the play for North Quincy up to the 28. Fourth down and 7. So fourth down and 7 now for North Quincy. Doyle back to pass. Fires over the middle. Pass is complete to Ronan Brown at the 20-yard line. Has the first down and more up to the 15 and finally gets pushed out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Big first down here for North Quincy.
Result of that play is a Raider.
See there as Brown was able to get away from the defender and then turned on the speed there. And again, a nice job there. They spot him out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Actually make it the 12-yard line where they spot him down. Craig now on the carry over to the right side. And good pursuit there by Plymouth North. Trey Thatcher comes up there and holds him up. And we'll see where they spot the forward progress there of Brady Craig. Looks like he's going to be back to the 15-yard line.
Loss of 3. Second and 13 for the Raiders.
And they spot him back at the 15-yard line. Second down and 13 now for North Quincy. Doyle pump fakes and has to bring it down. Fires into the corner of the end zone for Tim Tolan, and it is incomplete. Actually, that was Eric DeLima over in the corner of the end zone. And a good recovery there by the Eagles as they get over there and knock that ball away. See here on the replay as Doyle finally passes it down there. For a moment, DeLima was wide open, but coming over there, Jack Tobin knocks the ball away, and it goes incomplete. Third down now for North Quincy. Dole has to be pressured out of the pocket. Has a man, is incomplete. Jalen Williams got a hand on it. It was thrown just behind him a little bit. Otherwise, he would have had some space in front of him, as you see here on the replay. And Williams had a wide open space in front of him. He was able to bring that ball down. Nonetheless, it brings up fourth down now for North Quincy. Fourth down for North Quincy. Doyle being pressured and gets out of the pocket, throws it into the end zone, and it is picked off by Plymouth North. And it is intercepted by Jack Tobin, and he'll just go down. And Plymouth North holds on fourth down, or bring it out to the 20-yard line.
Touchback in the end zone. That'll bring the ball up to the 20-yard line. First and 10, Eagles.
All right, so with the interception, Plymouth North will bring it up to the 20-yard line. They gained 5 yards there as North Quincy had at the 15. 5:41 to go here in the third quarter. First and 10 now for the Eagles. And if up the middle here for Plymouth North, and a big run on first down as Anthony McLean gets the carry for the Eagles all the way up now to the 35-yard line.
The result of that play is an Eagles first down.
Plymouth North at their own 35-yard line. Rich Ribeiro gets the quick little handoff, and he's able to get across the 40, and then stepped out of bounds actually at the 38-yard line.
Stepped out of bounds. The 37-yard line. There is a penalty mark.
And there's a flag thrown on the play as well.
Holding
Against Plymouth, the
Against the
10-yard
Eagles.
penalty. Against Plymouth, 10-yard penalty, repeat first
10 yards,
down.
spot foul.
All right, so the 10-yard penalty will bring the ball now to the 27-yard
Place the ball
line.
on the 27-yard line of Plymouth North. Second and 18 for the Eagles.
And second down for the Eagles. Pass looking downfield, has a man in, incomplete. Great hustle there by Ronan Brown. At the last second, gets his hand up there, was able to use his speed at the very end and knock that ball away for North Quincy. Otherwise, it would have been a big play for the Eagles. You see here on the replay. And as Brown does a nice recovery there and just does get his hand up there and knock the ball away from Jack Tobin, the intended receiver. Three receivers now go to the left of quarterback Jake Turchinetz. He's rolling out. Pass is incomplete. Nice job there again by Ronan Brown. Had Tobin open, but Brown comes over and a big hit on Jack Tobin, and then he can't hold on to the ball, as you'll see on the replay there. And the ball was complete, but a nice clean hit there by Brown.
To bring up 4th and 17 for the Eagles. Number 7, Liam Joyce back to punt for the Eagles. Deep to receive, number 24, Ronan Brown.
All right, so represent fourth down now for the Eagles, and they'll be forced to kick it away. Ronan Brown back deep for North Quincy. Ball goes off the side of the foot of the kick, and it'll go out of bounds. And we'll see what they're going to spot it now.
Midfield.
And they're going to spot it out of bounds at the Plymouth North 42-yard line. Now make it the 43-yard line, excuse me.
And they'll say the ball's sailed out of bounds at around the 44-yard line of Plymouth North, where the Raiders will take over.
All right, so spot the ball again at the 43-yard line. So North Quincy, great field position here to start this drive. 4:15 to go now in the third quarter. Doyle looking, nothing happening. He's going to get brought down, and a big sack here for Plymouth North as Doyle gets brought down all the way back at his own 46-yard line.
Second and 21 for the Raiders.
So a huge loss there for North Quincy. Call it an 11-yard loss. Bring up second down and long now for the Raiders. Brown with the carry over to the right side and just does get back to the line of scrimmage.
The 24, Roman Brown on the carry. No gain.
You see here on the replay as Ronan Brown was trying to get back out, and nice recovery there by Trey Thatcher. Was able to shed his block and bring him down. So again, no gain for North Quincy.
Second and 21.
Third and long for the Raiders. Doyle looking way downfield, and it is knocked away. Great play there by Lynch Ribeiro for Plymouth North. Ryan Sampson, the intended receiver, down by the 20-yard line, but Ribeiro gets his hand up and knocks it away. Brings up fourth down for the Raiders.
Going to bring up fourth down.
All right, so the Raiders bring out the punt team. Doyle gets a line drive kick, and it's going to take a North Quincy bounce. And up to the 10-yard line, 9-yard line, make it the 8-yard line. A great roll there for North Quincy all the way down to the 8-yard line. So a nice kick there by Cole Doyle.
Ball will be placed on the 9-yard line of Plymouth North. First and 10 Eagles.
See here on the replay, again, that line drive kick there by Doyle, and it took a great bounce for North Quincy. And they're going to spot a ball at the 9-yard line. 2:41 to go now here in the third quarter as Plymouth North comes out, to start this drive. And Turchinets keeps it himself.
Jake Turconex calls his
And get up to about the 14-yard line.
They'll place the ball at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Second and 5.
Pass over to the left side's complete to Liam Joyce.
Pass is complete to number 7, Liam Joyce.
And Joyce will get up to the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Eagles.
Result of that play is an Eagles first down.
Down now to 1:15 here in the third quarter. Tertius down the middle of the field, and it is great catch there by number 15, Jack Tobin, who comes up with that catch all the way down to the North Quincy 40-yard line.
To the 43-yard
Watch on the replay there as Tobin had to go up there and bring it down and hold on to it. And actually they're going to say spot him down at the 43. And Tertius is going to keep it himself and slides down at the 40-yard line.
His own number. Across the 40. Another penalty marker.
And a late flag thrown on the play here as well.
Personal foul here against Quincy.
So a personal foul called against North Quincy.
Against Quincy, 15 yards.
Personal foul against the Raiders. 15-yard penalty. Result of that play is an Eagles first down.
So tack that on to the end of the run, all the way up now to the 25-yard line for Plymouth North, with 43 seconds to go now here in the quarter. Anthony McLean gets the carry on that ball.
Inside the 25.
And they're going to mark the ball down to about the 24.
2nd and 8 for the Eagles. That's the end of the third quarter. Score is Plymouth North 14, North Quincy 6.
So make it down to 23 instead. I'll bring up second down and 8 now for Plymouth North when we come back for the fourth quarter. You can log on to QATV's website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. So again, qatv.org. As we come up on Thanksgiving, we encourage you to log on to qatv.org/sports for all the classic Thanksgiving football games between North Quincy and Quincy. And you can see all the games in the QATV archive, including last year's thrilling overtime game that was won by the Raiders. So again, qatv.org/sports for all your Thanksgiving football archive action. I mentioned earlier on the game that QATV will have live coverage of the game here at Veterans Memorial Stadium on Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November 27th. 8:30 a.m. will be the Thanksgiving Game Day pregame show, and 10 a.m. will be kickoff. So if you tune in, game will be live on QATV Channel 8, QATV HD 1072, and online at qatv.org. Again, ball at the 23-yard line. Second down and 8 for Plymouth North.
This is the game that never ends.
And start the fourth quarter. Turchinets fakes the pass, goes over to himself, has a wide open space over into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Plymouth North.
Touchdown, Eagles.
You can see there, he on the replay, he fakes the pitch to Lynch Ribeiro, and everyone goes with him. And picks up a nice block here, right there as well, from Logan Perry.
51 remaining in the ball game. Eagles are on the board.
And Turchinets goes in for the touchdown.
Number 8, Trey Thatcher will attempt a one-point conversion. Number 15, Jack Tobin to hold.
And Trey Thatcher in for the extra point attempt for the Eagles. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
So Plymouth North converts the extra point, and they now go up 21-6 over the Raiders.
North Quincy Raiders 6. Number 8, Trey Thatcher will kick off for the Eagles.
Another line drive, and nice bounce there for North Quincy. Gavin Brown takes it. That's the space. Ball comes loose on the ground. Plymouth North says they have it.
Fumble on the play.
And
Is recovered by the Eagles.
Plymouth North has the ball on the fumble return there by the Raiders. All right, so Plymouth North takes over now at the North Quincy 39-yard line. And pass is incomplete. Was looking for Liam Joyce.
Incomplete. They bring up 2nd and 10.
Second down for the Eagles now. Lynch Ribeiro with the handoff. Spins his way forward up to about the 36-yard line.
Lynch Ribeiro. That's a pickup of 3. They bring up 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
3rd down and 7 now for Plymouth North. Christian's pass over to left side is complete, but a great tackle there by Pat Connor, number 9, to come up and make the hit on Jack Tobin.
Pass complete to number 15, Jack Tobin.
And they're going to spot it down at the 38-yard line.
Loss on the play.
So 2-yard loss on the play brings up now 4th and 9 for Plymouth North.
4th and 9 for the Eagles. Back to punt, number 8, Trey Thatcher.
The Eagles line up here to punt. And get the kick away. And let's see if it takes a bounce into the end zone. And, oh, a great effort there. Lincoln Smith downs the ball at the 1-yard line.
Ball's down at the 1-yard line.
See here on the replay as it looked like it was going to bounce into the end zone. And again, at the last second, Smith comes up. North Quincy was trying to block him so he wouldn't be able to down the ball. And you can see right there, just does to get down there and inside the 1-yard line. The Raiders will start this drive.
First and 10 Raiders at their own 1-yard line.
Hand off to Gavin Brown and fights his way forward for a few yards on the play. A little bit more breathing room for North Quincy. Spot him down at the 4-yard line.
Number 7, Gavin Brown on the carry to the 4. Pick up of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders.
Brown again gets the carry. And he's going to get up the middle, but maybe a gain of 1 on the play. We'll see where they spot his forward progress, and they're going to say no, just back to the line of scrimmage. No gain for North Quincy. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 now for North Quincy. And back on their own 4-yard line. As we come up on 8.5 minutes to go now left in the game. Fake the pitch. Brady Craig with the ball. Gets across the 5-yard line, maybe to the 5-yard line where he finally gets brought down.
Brady Craig on the carry. That'll bring up 4th and 6 for the Raiders.
All right, so it'll be 4th down for North Quincy, and Cole Doyle will be getting ready to kick it away, and he's going to be backed up about 6 yards into the end zone.
Number 12, Cole Doyle, back to punt for the Raiders.
And so Doyle finally lines up there again. He's about 6 yards deep in the end zone. And gets the kick off. And line drive over to the Plymouth North sideline. It goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And they're going to say it goes out of bounds at right at the 30.
Place the ball at the 26-yard line of North Quincy. 1st and 10 Raiders.
All right, so the Eagles again with the ball at the North Quincy 30-yard line, 7:29 to go here in the game. North almost jumps off sides. They're able to hold it in. Anthony McLean with the ball.
Number 27, McLean on the carry.
And McLean will get no gain on the play.
Plus the 30. Two-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
Well, they spot the ball at the 28-yard line, so it's actually a 2-yard gain there for McLean. Lynch Ribeiro on the carry now for Plymouth North. Spins away from a couple of tacklers and still on his feet. And he goes up to about the 20-yard line.
Number 2.
And he's right at the first down marker. And they're going to spot it inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Result of that play is an Eagle first down.
And you can see here on the replay, and actually, ball might have almost gotten stripped away. A couple of Raiders over there. Very close play there. As Mo Al-Zabadi was in there, looked like he almost might have stripped it away. Plymouth North has the ball over to the left side. And Lynch Ribeiro at the 5-yard line trying to fight his way forward, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Number 2, Gio Lynch Ribeiro, touchdown, Eagles.
And you can see here on the replay as Lynch Ribeiro fights his way forward again. And he goes in for the 6 points with exactly 6 minutes to go in the game.
Eagles score again. Number 8, Trey Thatcher will attempt the 1-point conversion. Number 15, Jack Tobin to hold.
All right, Trey Thatcher comes in for the extra point attempt. It is up and it is good.
Kick is good. Team set up field. The score is now Plymouth North Eagles 28.
All right, so Plymouth North now has a 28-6 lead over North Quincy. Again, exactly 6 minutes to go here in the game.
Number 8, Trey Thatcher set to kick off for the Eagles. Deep to receive, number 6, Ryan Sampson, and number 7, Gavin Brown.
All right, so Eagles will kick it away to the Raiders. And Thatcher comes in again, the ball on the ground, field at the 30-yard line by Al-Zabadi. Excuse me, no, that's Jalen Williams, excuse me, on the return.
He got picked up by number 4, Jalen Williams for the Raiders, to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Raiders.
And spot him down at the 42-yard line. Doyle, quick pass is complete. Connor Lynch with a catch. Gets across midfield, and it'll get brought out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Bounds at the 46-yard line. First and 10 Raiders.
All right, spot him down at the 46-yard line. Doyle over to the left side. Gavin Brown, and he's going to get hit immediately. Spins out of that tackle, but not for long. As coming up there again was Trey Thatcher on the tackle for the Eagles.
Pass is complete to number 7, Gavin Brown. There was a 2-yard loss on the play.
See here in the replay as Brown comes up, gets a hit.
Second
Gets
and
hit by
12 for the
Thatcher,
Raiders.
spins away from him, but Thatcher's able to hold on to his jersey and bring him down at the 48-yard line.
Pass is complete.
Pass complete over on the far sideline to Ryan Sampson,
Correction, number 6, Ryan Sampson.
and spot him down at the 40-yard line.
Close to the line to gain. Ball's placed at the 40-yard line. It will be 2nd and 4 for the Raiders.
A third down for the Raiders, and it is incomplete. Ball was thrown just behind Ryan
For
Sampson,
number 6, Ryan Sampson.
and can't bring it down.
It'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Raiders.
So 4:59 now to go here in the game. And again, we're going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Raiders. All right, 4th down for North Quincy. Doyle trying to find something, pass down the middle of the field, and it is complete. Nice catch there by North Quincy. And it was Eric DeLima with the catch. He's a little slow to get up as he got hit in the back.
To number 3, Eric DeLima. Result of that play is a Raider first down.
And they're going to spot him down at the 26-yard line. Doyle looking down into the end zone, has a man open. Touchdown, North Quincy. Jalen Williams with the catch. Nice job there by Williams. You see here on the replay, gets behind the defense. And nice job by Doyle to find him and pick him up down for the touchdown.
4:35 remaining in the game. The Raiders score again.
All right, so North will line up here for the 2-point conversion. Doyle pass into the end zone, and it is complete for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion.
Caught there by number 13, Connor
Number
Lynch.
13, Connor Lynch.
Does a nice job to keep his feet in bounds, as you saw there. Tiptoes to stay in. And North gets the 2-point conversion. So the score now 28-14, Plymouth North on top.
Number 13, Connor Lynch, set to kick off for the Raiders. Deep to receive, number 8, Trey Thatcher.
Connor Lynch lining up to kick it away for North. Onside attempt to kick, and ball's loose. And it looks like Plymouth North has recovered. Andrew Tull looks like he came up with it for the Eagles. Nice effort there by the Raiders. And you can see here,
for the Eagles, 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 45.
Jalen Williams almost had it, couldn't grab onto it. And again, Tull brings it down for Plymouth North. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. There's Ribeiro on the carry for the Eagles, over to the right side. And nice job there by North, stretch that play out and bring him down. A loss of 1 or 2 on the play. And spot it down now at the 44-yard line.
Loss of 1, that'll be second.
So second down and 11 now for the Eagles.
For the Eagles.
Eagles winding the play clock down as far as they can here. Get it off, hand off Anthony McLean on the carry over to the right side. Still on his feet, crosses midfield and get up to the North Quincy 48-yard line. And North Quincy's going to call a timeout to stop the clock with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the game. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles when they come out of the timeout. We have a quick second. Got an email from a QATV viewer who wanted to commend all the QATV crew for the game here tonight and all the all the high school football we've done this year. So I want to thank Phil out there for watching. He's been a faithful watcher and has a lot of nice comments for QATV, our coverage, and for the whole staff and crew here for the high school coverage. So I want to again thank Phil for the kind words. Again, in just 2 weeks will be Thanksgiving football here at the stadium. It will be the 93rd annual Thanksgiving football game between the North Quincy Raiders and Quincy Presidents. 8:30 pregame show with 10 o'clock kickoff. Hope you can join us for that. And Lynch Ribeiro gets the ball in the Wildcat formation. And North Quincy does a nice job of holding him to maybe a gain of 1, and the Raiders call a timeout.
Timeout Raiders. There's a pickup of 1 on that. That'll bring up 4th and 2 for the Eagles.
So 4th and 2 for Plymouth North. Clock stopped at 3:02. All right, 4th down here. Plymouth North lining up for it. Lynch Ribeiro takes it, and on the second effort, Lynch Ribeiro goes over to the right side, picks up the 1st down and more for the Eagles. And he'll get up now to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Plymouth North to move that ball up.
Result of that play is an Eagle 1st down.
See here on the replay as Lynch Ribeiro initially runs it up the middle, looked like he might have been stopped, and then fights his way forward for a big gain. All again up to the 36-yard line, an 11-yard gain on 4th down for the Eagles. And the ball now at the North Quincy 36-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go now in the game. And Eagles just letting the clock run down on the play clock, waiting for the back judge to bring up his arm with 10 seconds, and there it goes. Dershowitz keeps it himself. Gets up to 34, and North will call their final timeout.
Carried by number 12, Jake Turkinix. Timeout Raiders. It's a pickup of 3 yards. That'll be 2nd and 7.
So 2 minutes to go here in the game. All right, 2nd down for the Eagles. And handoff goes to Anthony McLean. Loss of a yard or 2 on the play.
They'll call it a loss of 2.
All right, clock continues to tick down here. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 36-yard line. Pass completed over to Liam Joyce, and looks like he gets knocked out of bounds close to the yard to gain.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
So at the 31-yard line, he goes out of bounds.
Correction, 4th and 5 for the Eagles.
All right, 4th down here. Yeah, McLean keeps it, or excuse me, takes it, fighting his way forward, and he'll be shy of the 1st down. So North Quincy's defense will hold
Number
here.
27, Anthony McLean on the carry. And the Eagles turn it over on downs.
So up to the 28-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 57 seconds to go here in the game. North Quincy, no timeouts. Doyle looking to pass. Down the sideline, and Ryan Sampson caught it. We'll see. No, he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Pass intended for
Nice defense
number
there by
6,
Plymouth
Ryan
North.
Sampson. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I mentioned Thanksgiving football on QATV. Again, Thanksgiving game day will begin at 8:30 a.m. with kickoff at 10 a.m. You can watch it live on QATV Channel 8, QATV HD 1072, and online at QATV.org as well. If you can't do any of those, you can find the game on YouTube, youtube.com/Quincy Access TV. You might have seen the QR code pop up a couple times here during the night. Scan that code, and you can subscribe to QATV's YouTube channel. And make sure you can see all the high school football action and other things that we have at QATV. Big run here by Gavin Brown over to the left sideline. And he gets knocked out of bounds at the Plymouth North 40-yard line.
Result of that play is a Raider first down. Ball's placed at the 41-yard line of the Eagles. 1st and 10 Raiders.
Knocked out of bounds with 41 seconds to go at the 41-yard line. Doyle again, back to pass. Fires over the middle of the field. Pass is, did he hold on to it? No. Well, he might have actually held on to it at the end. We'll see what happens here.
Pass to number 13,
Connor Lynch, he bobbled, and it looks like he might have caught it, and he did. It looks like they said he caught it at the 20-yard line. And it is a catch. North Quincy's going to need to hurry.
They're calling it a completion. 1st and 10 Raiders.
And as we come back to live coverage here, we're going to have to hold off on the replay. Doyle looking to pass. Fires into the end zone, and it is caught and held on to by Jalen Williams. Touchdown, North Quincy.
Jalen Williams.
So with 17 seconds to go, North Quincy gets another touchdown on the board.
17 seconds remaining in the game. Raiders score again.
See here on the replay as Cole Doyle is waiting for the officials to let them go, and nice pass there and nice effort by Jalen Williams to shield the defender away and catch the ball. All right, so the Raiders now will line up for the extra point attempt. And actually they put, say, 24 seconds left to go here in the game.
12, Cole Doyle to hold.
And the official ran in front of the extra point attempt, so they're going to replay this. And he ran in front of him just as he was getting ready to kick it. A good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it's going to be blocked.
Kick is blocked. Can't be advanced.
All right, so we're going to take a look at the big replay here of the catch by Connor Lynch. You can see he bobbles, goes up in the air, and he finally catches it there. He's laying down on the ground, but has a great catch. So great effort there by Connor Lynch. Again, keeps his eyes on it. The officials, again, trying to decide what's going on there, and some time did tick off the clock for North Quincy until they finally say it is a catch.
24 seconds left in the game. The score is now Plymouth North 28.
All right, so
Raiders 20.
North Quincy will line up here for an onside kick attempt. Actually, I think we're going to go to a replay real quick here of the touchdown by Jalen Williams. And again, you can see here, Williams does a great job to bring that ball in, fights off Andrew Tull for the touchdown. Okay, so see if North Quincy can recover the onside kick attempt, and if they do, they'll have maybe about 20 seconds left to go if they're able to hold on to it. And Connor Lynch will kick it. Slow kick, and it will not go the 10 yards required. North Quincy says a Plymouth North player touched it, but a flag was thrown.
North Quincy, but there is a penalty marker.
All right, let's see the replay here. And they're going to say, they're on the replay, it might have gone off the foot of the defender. We'll see here if it goes off of the foot. Actually, it might have gone off the foot of North Quincy first here. And right there, it might have actually gone off the foot of the North Quincy defender. Tough to tell there. All right, officials down on the field discussing, again, the flag was thrown as if it was an illegal touch.
Go 10 yards.
He came out and touched it.
All right, so it'll be Plymouth North ball, and that should wrap things up here at the stadium as North Quincy out of timeouts. All right, so Eagles will line up here for an extra point, for a kneel down to wrap things up here at the stadium. Very, very close play there at the end there. Tough to tell if it touched a Plymouth North player or if it may have even touched a North Quincy player initially as well.
They take a knee, and that's going to do it. Final score, Plymouth North Eagles 28.
All right, so that'll wrap things up here again at Veterans Memorial Stadium with a final score of Plymouth North 28 and North Quincy 20. Real quick, we'll run down some stats. First for Plymouth North, quarterback Jake Tershowitz, 10 of 20 passing with 190 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Gio Lynch-Ribeiro had 12 rushes for 64 yards and a touchdown, and Tershowitz had 48 yards on the ground and a touchdown himself for Plymouth North. Lynch-Ribeiro had 2 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown as well. Liam Joyce had 3 catches for 91 yards, including the big 75-yard touchdown catch that got things going for Plymouth North in the first quarter. For North Quincy, quarterback Cole Doyle, 13 of 27 passing, 171 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Gavin Brown, big night here, 16 rushes, 129 yards and 1 touchdown for North Quincy. Through the air, Eric DeLima had 2 catches for 45 yards. Jalen Williams, 2 catches for 46 yards. Both of those catches went for touchdown passes for Williams. Connor Lynch, had 2 catches for 33 yards, and Ronan Brown 1 catch for 16 yards for North Quincy. So with the loss here, North Quincy will drop to 4-6 on the season as they will then get ready for Quincy High School again on Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November 27th, here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. North Quincy will serve as the home team this year against the Presidents. And again, as I've said a few times, we encourage you to get ready for Thanksgiving game day. Log on to qatv.org/sports for all the high school sports coverage and classic Thanksgiving coverage on our QATV archive. So qatv.org/sports, and look for all the classic Thanksgiving coverage as you get ready for the 93rd annual Thanksgiving football game here between North Quincy and Quincy. Want to thank all of our crew that came out here to make this game possible. Our director here tonight was Peter Doherty. On graphics was Anna El Tori. On audio, Frank Hart. Our engineer, Chris Potter. And on camera, Ryan McWade. So again, for all the crew and staff at Quincy Access Television, we're excited for Thanksgiving football. Again, pregame show at 8:30 a.m., kickoff at 10 a.m. Watch it live on QATV Channel 8, QATV HD 1072, and online at QATV.org. So again, for the crew and staff at Quincy Access TV, my name is Jonathan Caleri. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. We'll see you on Thanksgiving morning.